ক্লাস 10 দাফিন তাদের 15 নম্বর পেজ আমরা খুলে নিয়েছি। আর এই 15 নম্বর পেজে যে সমস্ত আর্টিকেল এন্ড প্রিপোজিশন আছে সেগুলো আমরা কমপ্লিট করে নেবো। মানে আজকে আমরা আর্টিকেল এন্ড প্রিপোজিশনের লাস্ট পার্ট করতে চলেছি। তো চলো বেশি সময় নষ্ট না করে ভিডিওটা শুরু করা যাক। কিন্তু তার আগে এখনো পর্যন্ত যারা মাই টিউটোরিয়াল স্কিমকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করেনি তারা অবশ্যই চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে পাশে থাকা বেল আইকন প্রেস করে দাও আর অল নোটিফিকেশনটা অন করে দিও। তো চলো এবার আমরা ভিডিওটা শুরু করি। India stormed into the quarter-finals of the World Cup on Friday, defeating West Indies on 4 wickets in the not-so-high-scoring game in Perth. Lepcha Jagat is the most exquisite place in the western part of Darjeeling Hills. It offers the unique experience to nature lovers with its alpine scenario and magnificent view of Kanchenjunga. All of girls in this village have promised to fight against the curse of child marriage. Most people are fond of mystery stories. They find an extra pleasure in trying to solve the mystery along with the investigation. The students from the neighboring school are going to an excursion to Darjeeling with their teachers. The tigers captured in the Sundarbans on May 10 had to be brought to the Alipur veterinary hospital for treatment. I arrived at my cousin's house in the evening. It was freezing cold and we had to early dinner in a large room whose walls and ceiling were covered with stuffed birds. In India, the first successful oil well was sunk in Borville, later known as the Digboy, in Assam on 19 October 1889. The Digboy refinery is the oldest running refinery in the country. The test match at Eden Gardens between two rival teams, India and Pakistan, was the exciting one. There were ups and downs for the fortunes of the two teams. In the first innings, India's total of 407 was almost overtaken in Pakistan. January 24, 1984 was a memorable day in Shudha's life. She was back on the stage and arrangements were made for her dance program at a big hall of Bombay. This disappearance of Subhash Chandra Bose on August 18, 1945 remains still an unsolved mystery. There is no definite evidence of unfortunate plane crash or of Netaji being on in the plane at all. The Transport Minister has constituted the one-man committee book to look at the demand of transport operators for the increase of fares. The World Nutrition Week is observed on 5th to 12th September. On this occasion, Professor Utpal Rai Chaudhuri of the Deputy of Department of Food Technology and Biochemical Engineering, Jadavpur University, lectures of the new areas of nutrition science on a seminar in Kolkata. Once upon a time, there was a boy who dreamed of making great buildings. He made friends to a blind man He made friends with a blind man whose ambition of life was to design a church. One evening, the blind man told his young friend to his concept of perfect cathedral. The boy took out his sketchbook and began to draw according of the specification directed by the blind man. In the absence of Andy Flower, his brother and new caption Grand Flower, who had a tremendous test series of India, will have a shoulder of major responsibility. Stuart Curlis and Dion Ibrahim have displayed their hunger on runs, and Alistair Campbell is long overdue for a beginnings. The great deal has been said and written to the gypsies. As a strong tribe, they excited much curiosity in the people with whom they lived. They hawked about small articles and sold them by fairs. Sold them in fairs. They attracted a great many people of their magic shows. At one time, it was thought that they stole children with a view by training them in their ways of life. The New Zealand cricket captain Stephen Fleming accepts to tough tour in India. He said that the 15-member New Zealand team who arrived at a long and delayed Air India flight to Christmas with a stopper at Singapore would benefit for their tour, and that he was looking forward to playing well here. তো এখানে আমাদের মাধ্যমিকের গত বছরের কোয়েশ্চেনগুলো আর্টিকেল এন্ড প্রিপোজিশন আমরা সলভ করে নিলাম। পরের ভিডিও আসা পর্যন্ত সব অপেক্ষা করতে থাকো, আর অবশ্যই এই ভিডিওটাতে লাইক করে বন্ধুদের সঙ্গে অনেক শেয়ার করে দিও। তো নেক্সট ভিডিওতে দেখা হবে, ততক্ষণ পর্যন্ত ভালো থাকো, সুস্থ থাকো, মন দিয়ে পড়াশোনা করতে থাকো।